Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just at the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like.
You just described the disappointment in this room right now.
Yeah, it's a failure. You know, in spring training we talked about winning the division and putting ourselves in a good spot in the postseason. To win World Series, and we came up short. And so it's no matter how many games we won the regular season or what else we did. The season's a failure.
How hard is it to say goodbye to your teammates? I saw a lot of emotion from you here just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it's tough. I just think about the whole season in a whole. Trip to London, guys getting injured, guys coming back. Just the ups and downs of the season. And that's what I think about, and then I just think about missed opportunities and some guys I might not play with again. I know CC's retiring after this year. The last game I ever get to play with him. So I just think about things like that, and yeah, just reminiscing on that.
Aaron, how would you describe just the roller coaster of emotions there from DJ's home run to then how it ended with Altuve?
Yeah, it's tough to describe. Once DJ hit that two-run homer, battling a great at-bat by him, battling off tough pitchers on, one of the best closers in the game, man, that was impressive. That's why he's an MVP. He comes up big in situations like that, and then, Altuve, man, that's just what he does. He comes up big for them, all year, all postseason, and yeah, I can't really describe it,
How frustrating is it to have so many opportunities in this series and just not being able to finish those ball games?
Yeah, it's the biggest thing I look back on. I think we left, 8 or 9 guys, in this game, on base. Even throughout the whole series, left a lot of guys on base and had a lot of missed opportunities. And, and Houston, they capitalized on there. When they got guys on base, they capitalized with either a big homer or a big hit. And that was the difference of the series. So, our pitching staff did great too, man. Our pitching staff, held it, this offense down to 3 or whatever runs it was for so long, and we just weren't able to capitalize on offense, even me especially, all series long. I think I came up with Gardy or somebody on first base and just got to keep the line moving.
What do you think it would take the second time lost the Astros to kind of unseat them?
Say that one more time.
What do you think it would take, I guess, as you guys as a team to unseat them in the American League? It's the second time in 3 years.
Just play better ball, all around. Defensively, offensively, we just a lot of miscues on defensively. And when you give a team like this extra outs, man, they're gonna produce some runs out of that. And then even like I said, like I've been saying all series, when you get guys on base, we got to score them. We got to move guys over, and it's just collectively that's some of the things off the top of my head I can think of.
When a game ends like this, and a series ends like this, do you find yourself still kind of in disbelief with how it ended? And Gardy was saying some guys, you never get over a play like that, the way it ended.
Yeah, it's tough. Like you said, it was a roller coaster of emotions. Going from DJ tying it up there in the 9th, and then Altuve, walking it off there. Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while. Just like I said before, the past loss, to Boston last year and the year before to Houston, and be thinking about that all off season, every single day. That's what's going to fuel me to, try to do whatever I can to, put our team in a better position to win. This is being a leader of this team. I got to step up. I got to do something, and I'll be thinking about that.
How proud are you of this ball club?
Yeah, each and every single one of these guys, man. I talked to him after the game, just said, it's. This team, has never been defined by, wins or losses. It's just been defined by how we get up, when we get hit. And each and every one of these guys, man, contributed, up and down the lineup, up and down the roster. Man, even guys that aren't here, today, guys that contributed to this team and put us in this great position, So that's the thing, man. These guys can't hang their head, man. They gave it all they had. I think at CC, he pitched till he couldn't even, till his arm blew out, man. I think about a lot of guys that they just left it all on the field, and nothing to hang your head about.
Aaron, with that said, is it difficult to use the word failure? Is there some gray area there, given 30 guys on the injured list, and getting up, like you said, to describe the season as a failure?
No, it still is. When it comes down to it, it's black or white. You know, it's either you did your job and got where you wanted, or you didn't. You know, we weren't able to do that. You know, no matter what. You know, and I really don't care. We really never cared about how many guys got hurt. You know, because we knew we'd always get the job done, and this time we didn't get the job done when it counted.
You mentioned CC not coming back. Gardy just said he's not sure what his future is here. He had a great year this year. You hope he's back?
Oh, always, man. He had one of his best years, I think, offensively and even defensively, man. Being able to move around left field, center field, man, wherever he needed him. Hit leadoff, hit third, hit fourth for us, and how many ever homers he hit. Man, it was a special year for him, man. He's still got a lot left in the tank, and I hope he comes back for sure.
Does it feel like it's a really narrow gap between you guys and them? I mean, you're a great team, they're a great team. It just doesn't seem like there's much separation there. Do you see it that way as well or no?
Yeah, like I said, like all series long, we had a lot of opportunities with guys on base, and if we, can capitalize and get a couple timely hits, this series might be different. We might not even be playing in Game 6. But, yeah, that's what we were expecting going into this. It was going to be a tight series, back and forth, going down to Game 6, 7, and they pulled away.
Is the sting of this year the same as 17, different? Both times end here with a loss. Is this team a better team?
Say that one more time.
Is this team a better team? Is the sting of losing to the Astros again bigger than it was 2 years ago, or about the same?
It's all the same. A loss is a loss, man. I don't know how to say it any different now. Each year we come up short. It's all the same in my book.